Thanks for your patience this afternoon. I'd just like to release a statement. 2 police officers have been taken to hospital following an incident at Lawnton this afternoon where they were hit by a vehicle. 3 Criminal Investigation Branch officers attended an address at Acres Drive, Lawnton, in relation to property offences when a stolen 4-wheel drive, believed to be driven by a 21-year-old, struck 2 of them and rammed the police car before fleeing the scene. Initial advice is that one of the officers discharged his service firearm at the vehicle during the incident. Police are searching for a black Toyota Hilux dual cab 4-wheel drive, Queensland registration 286JVM, stolen from Cedar Creek 2 weeks ago. Anyone who sees this vehicle is asked to call Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. Ethical Standards Command are investigating the incident and the Crime and Misconduct Commission has been informed.
Can you just paint us a picture of how this happened in the driveway? Did the officers attempt to go up the driveway and they ran the car as they were coming forward?
At this stage, unfortunately, I can't make any comment with respect to the actual incident, and Ethical Standards Command is conducting their investigation and might be able to make a release at a later time.
How are the officers?
At this stage, we understand the initial observations by Queensland Ambulance are that the injuries, if I can say, aren't considered significant, but it's a case that they have been taken to hospital as a precautionary measure.
So you said 3 turned up. I'm sorry, if you can just run us through it again. 3 turned up to investigate property crimes.
That's correct. 3 officers, 3 Criminal Investigation Branch officers have turned up to this address in regards to property offences.
Was it one of the injured officers who discharged his firearm?
At this stage, I understand it's one of the injured officers, and that's still subject to an ongoing investigation at this stage.
And is he aware whether he actually hit the car or anyone inside?
And at this stage, that's still so. I can't make any comment with respect to that because it's still subject of investigation.
And you said it was a black Toyota Hilux?
Correct.
How many people were inside?
At this stage, we understand that there was. We're reported that there's 2 people potentially in the vehicle.
Were there 2 shots fired?
We understand at this stage that there are a number of shots fired, but that's still to be confirmed after the officers have been spoken to by Ethical Standards Command.
How concerned are you that this person is still on the run?
I'm concerned with respect to the safety of officers and the safety of the community in general, that somebody who's taken a stolen 4-wheel drive and been prepared to drive at police in order to escape apprehension. So I am concerned as to the actions that they're prepared to undertake in order to flee from police.
And obviously you're dealing again with another firearm incident, armed people.
Correct.
So the 2 officers, were they physically struck by the car, or was one inside the vehicle when the vehicle was rammed, or they both were run over?
Okay, at this stage, we're yet to find out completely once the officers have been spoken to. They've been taken from the scene to a police station and to hospitals, and they'll be spoken to by Ethical Standards Command shortly.
But is your indication is that they were both struck by the vehicle?
My indication is that they were both struck by the vehicle.
Sorry, just to clarify, you believe that this person driving the stolen car is armed as well?
I can't make any comment as to that at this stage.
Is there a warning to members of the public if they see this car?
If they see this car, what we're asking the members of the community to do is contact Crime Stoppers and report it to Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000.
Is this someone that you've been trying to track for quite a while?
It's a person that is known to police.
And sorry, did they come to this address pre-arranged, or did they follow the car here?
No, I understand that they've come to this address in regards to an investigation they're undertaking, and the car was present at this address.
So would you call their injuries minor, both of them?
That's still subject to medical examination. Queensland Ambulance have conducted a superficial examination. They've been transported to hospital for further examination.
Superintendent, the 3rd officer, where was he?
At this stage, it's still subject to ongoing inquiries, and we're yet to confirm that with the investigation that's done by Ethical Standards Command.
Did he try to give chase at all?
No, I understand that none of the officers have tried to give chase. The vehicle has remained in its current position.
And could they see whether he was armed at all, or it's not believed that he was armed?
And it's a case that I don't have any information at this stage with respect to confirmation or not as to whether or not either occupants of the vehicle were armed.